Entrepreneurship can be a very interesting, lonely, crazy road. Whether you're just starting a business, whether you have been in business a few years or multiple years, there's a lot of ups and downs that we go through. I want to talk in this video about how to enjoy entrepreneurship if you're stressed or if you're kind of going through some rough times. I've been there. I am there, right? Like I'm always kind of stressed and struggling and dealing with stuff. If you saw my last video of, the state of the union of wholesaling and what I feel is going on in the market, and I talked a little bit about I have a therapist and things like that. I go through this just like you do. But I also have found a lot of ways to enjoy the path there, to enjoy the journey, to enjoy the good and the bad, right? The months that we crush it and then the months that like nothing happens, or the weeks that people leave your business, or when you're trying to hire someone, it's exciting. Like there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of fear that we experience in entrepreneurship. There's friends we lose, there's people we gain, there's new friendships made. It can be an incredible journey. And what I've seen is that entrepreneurship is really a huge journey of self-discovery, because when you're the leader, or if you're in a business right now and you're a leader, you're still in entrepreneurship, right? If you're a commission-only salesperson, or if you are someone that works in a business as a COO, CEO, that type of level, you're an entrepreneur. So because you're working in a business, you have a leadership management type role. But once you're involved in something like this, once you get into this world, you'll see that it falls a lot on you. If someone leaves your company, you have to look at you. If someone enters your company, you look at you. If someone crushes it this month, you look at you. But if someone fails, you have to look at you. So it's a huge journey of self-discovery and who you are, how you learn, how you accept failure, how you accept rejection, how you accept success, how you deal with money, how you deal with lack of money, how do you deal with stress. All these types of things come into play. If you're kind of going through it right now, maybe you're in a stressful spot, maybe a deal fell through, or whatever business you're in, deals fall through, sales don't go through, people leaving the business. What I found works for me for enjoyment is literally just a day alone. On a Saturday, on a Sunday, maybe on a weekday if that's your thing. I take maybe 4 to 6 hours and I just go somewhere alone. I'll go to a couple different coffee shops. I will take a notebook, I'll take my laptop, and I won't have any agenda. I'll just work on whatever I want to work on. It might be work, it might be just writing stuff down for me, it might be music, I like to do music, it might be a lot of different things. I find a lot of enjoyment in that. When you are managing people, or when you're wanting to make a bunch of money, you have heavy desires, right? You have a desire to change your life. You have a desire to improve your life for you, your family, your kids, people around you, your future family. There's a lot that falls on you. There's a lot of pressure. And when you have a day that you just go and do nothing, right? Like you can be very productive, but meaning you do nothing for other people. You just do stuff for yourself. There's a lot of fulfillment in that, because I feel like we all do this for that reason, for that freedom. We do it for the freedom of choice, for the freedom to do whatever we want, whenever we want. A lot of you might be chasing that, but you're already there. So yeah, maybe you have a business that involves you a lot. Maybe you're a one-man show right now, but you do have freedom. If you live in America, which is the greatest country ever, you have freedom. So go and do what you want to do on a Saturday or on a Sunday, and you can involve somebody or don't involve anybody. Just go and work on whatever you want to work on. Write, listen to stuff, go listen to a good podcast, a good book for 30 minutes, and then write what you think about it. Write your goals, write what you're thinking of doing. And that really brings me a lot of enjoyment. Also, when I'm going through kind of some stressful times or when things are bad, I really fulfill myself in doing what others don't. And that is like working harder than ever. Whenever I'm put to the test, people leave. Like what happened to me recently is, a few people left the business, and I had to work harder, basically. Like I had to fill in those roles as a CEO and as an owner, as a leader. And I said, all right, if I'm gonna fill in these roles, I'm gonna be the best motherfucker on the planet to do these roles. And that's what happened. Like last quarter, we freaking crushed it. We did have one of our best quarters ever in business while people were struggling. Literally while other wholesalers and other real estate investors were like, oh man, it sucked. We crushed it. And not to toot my own horn, because I have an amazing team that does everything, but I was a huge part in that, because I was in this bitch every freaking day, and I found so much fulfillment in when people left and people didn't believe in me. I went in there and fucking crushed. And I think that's a huge part of entrepreneurship. You have to have that little chip on your shoulder and prove it wrong sometimes. It's an amazing feeling. But look, stressful situations are gonna happen. How we deal with stress is probably how far in life you'll go as far as success and money and financial independence, things like that. Also the level of uncomfortable conversations, the more of those you have, the further you'll go in life. So that is something I have honed in. When times are hard, how do I enjoy it? Because having a bad conversation is really tough. And I don't necessarily enjoy it, but I do enjoy the fact that having that bad conversation allows me to get closer to my goals. Ultimately, it's about us. It's about you looking at this video. It's about you. It's about you. It's about you. Yes, you must think of other people. Yes, you have to help other people win for you to win. Yes, you need a team. But ultimately, in entrepreneurship, you have to learn that the business that you create is about you. And if your desires is to help other people, then great. If your desires is to make $500,000 a year, great. If your desire is to buy 10,000 rental properties, great. It's about you. You have to create the business about you. Then once you get people on your team, you have to make their vision implemented with your vision. When times are hard, I actually really enjoy seeing other people win. I had 2 or 3 people in my office here that they've been really putting in a lot of work. So when I got back involved and I was really stressed, I'm like, man, if I'm working this hard and they're working this hard alongside me, I want to see them win. So I gave them a lot more opportunities, more leads, more hot leads. I gave them more coaching, more training. And to these group of people in my business, that was so fulfilling. That was so fulfilling to see them win and, you know, get deals and kind of make their first 10,000 in a month and make their first 5,000 this month. And it was just really rewarding. And I think sometimes when you're stressed, seeing other people win right next to you in your organization or in your sphere is just like, I don't know, there's a different type of dopamine that I feel gets released. It's pretty incredible. You can't do this alone. You need people. I don't know, doing that was really, really cool. Everyone is different. You have to find the ways. These are the things that have helped me in my journey. I still have a lot of things to go. I'm in a moment right now that I'm not so stressed because we crushed it in these last couple months and I worked extremely hard, but I have been stressed. I was literally just stressed a few months ago. If you look at my other video, you could kind of see in my vibe. Think about it. Take some moments off, take some days off, or take just 6 hours by yourself and just do whatever you want to do, whatever you have interest in. And I find a lot of fulfillment in that when times are tough as an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is self-discovery, so always be learning about yourself. And I feel there's no better way to learn about yourself than being by yourself, alone. And if you can maybe do some more things alone, it would be really good for you. I find that very fulfilling. So thank you guys for watching. If you want all my free things of like my script, I have my Novation agreement, which is how we've been getting deals that nobody's buying on the market and making a profit on them. I also have, my 10-step sales process. I have a bunch of free things on my website, raulbalufa.com. Download now. You get it completely for free to your email. And hopefully that helps you out on your journey. Feel free to write to me on DM and I'll help you out with anything. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next video.